My name is Amanda Gordon. I'm running for re-election for a second term for the Wadsworth School Board. I've lived in Wadsworth for over 18 years. I'm married and have two kids. Both attend the high school here. I have a freshman and a sophomore. Excuse me. I'm a full-time attorney. I'm a shareholder partner at the law firm of Retzel and Andrus. I've been practicing for over 27 years, all in public law and public finance, and I advise governmental bodies, including school districts across the state, in a variety of legal matters. So it's a little bit about me. Well, initially I decided to run for the school board because it's something that actually goes back to when I was in middle school. I always wanted to run for political office, and as I progressed through my education with my law degree and things, I continued to be very interested in government and politics. So 4 years ago, when this position came open, I really wanted the opportunity to make a difference locally, and I couldn't think of a better way to do it than to be able to help make a difference for the kids in our district. So the last 4 years have been an absolutely tremendous experience for me. I've had several people ask me throughout the time, so how do you like the school board? How's the school board going? And I tell them, without fail, I tell them it fits me like a glove, or like that favorite pair of slippers. It's really what I was meant to do. We've done a lot of really good things here for the district, and I want to continue to do that. So my love and dedication to all of the kids of the district, from kindergartners all the way up to the seniors, and to continue to help make a difference for them. And I think something else that motivated me, one of the parents, when they were asking me about being on the school board, telling them my experiences, they said, we're really glad that you're on the board because we know you have our back. And those words continue to resonate with me on a daily basis, to know that they put enough faith in me to help take care of their kids and their kids' education. And that's what has continued to drive me to run for another term. So being on the school board, it's not a monthly kind of thing, it's a daily kind of thing, sometimes an hourly kind of thing. So not a day goes by that I'm not working towards some issue involved with the school district. But we had several issues when I first ran that I wanted to address, and I think whether we've completely addressed them yet, or we've at least begun to address them. Class size was one of the issues that I had on my radar. I think certainly at the younger levels, the kindergarten, first, second grade, 30 kids to one teacher just doesn't work. I assisted in some of the kindergarten classes when the teachers were trying to do reading assessments, and I was there to help the other kids that weren't getting assessed. And I spent one half of a day in that classroom and went home and was completely exhausted. So seeing what these teachers go through on a daily basis, and knowing that we had to get those class sizes down, and with the support of Dr. Hill and a lot of work, we were able to help address that issue. Another issue that was very important to me was improving the trust and relationship between our teachers and staff and our administration. Before we came on board, and I know you were younger at the time, but we had some very difficult problems with teacher negotiations and teacher contracts and whatnot, and that just really bothered me. So continually trying to work to grow the trust again between the two, because we really are one group working together. That was another issue for me. The drug issue, that one, and with all of these, we're going to have to continue to work, but that was another one that, I remember last time I ran, there was actually somebody that was running who said, we don't have a drug issue. And I was flabbergasted, because it's very apparent that we have challenges there. So some of the initiatives that we've begun with respect to that and to address that, and there's only so much a school district can do, but I want to make sure that we can do everything we can, because if we can just save one student from going down that path, it'll be a victory for us. So those are three main areas that I think we've at least begun to address. We have some more challenges ahead of us. I served on academic council for a while, and we're really working at addressing the different needs of the different types of students. I mean, we have the gifted students that need challenged and taught in a certain way. We have the other kids that have challenges in another way, and we've begun to address those and try to, whether it's through differentiation in classrooms or offerings for additional classes. Our population for special education continues to grow, and the needs of our children in those categories continue to grow. So we've been really working hard to address those, and we need to keep on top of that and continue to address that. And then finally, the issue that every school district has to deal with always is the financial challenges of the district. Every 2 years, the state has a budget, and every 2 years it can really change the financial future of a school district depending on what kind of funding comes from the state. So we have to continue, while we have to meet all of these needs, rising costs, et cetera, and services, we have to continue to be smart with our money because of the uncertainty of every 2 years not knowing exactly what's going to be coming from the state. So that's a flavor of what we have been working on and the things that we need to continue to work on. Now, I think one of the most unique parts about me that can really has helped already on the school board but will continue to help is my professional background as a governmental lawyer. I represent school boards across the state. I'm involved on a daily basis on what happens in districts and what they need. And indeed, it's shown through already. I've been able to save our district a lot of money, working with various things from the tax abatement type issues and just other legal nuances and things that I know because of my personal practice. I'm also a business owner as a shareholder in my corporation, in my firm. And really, school districts, even though they're governments, we have budgets the size of medium-sized companies. So understanding employee relations, understanding how businesses operate, I think bringing that aspect to the board has also been very helpful, and I'm very happy to continue to do that. Being a school board member is really unique because we don't represent just one group, and I'm not sure that you can really disjoint or separate between community and school district. I really see it as one, but we really represent three different parts. We represent the taxpayer, as I just described. We represent the district, the teachers and administration, but the most important group that we represent are the students. That's why we're all here. That's the voice that I want to carry the most, is to make sure that every decision that we make, whether it's popular, unpopular, whatever, every decision we make has to be in the best interest of our students. So my view is we represent one entity that has three parts: the community and the taxpayer, because we have to continue to bring the best value to the taxpayer at the lowest cost possible. The district, we've talked about teachers, faculty, staff, administration, and that most important part, the most precious part to me, is our student body. I've been fortunate to be extremely involved in the Wadsworth community, and my calling for that comes from way back when I was just a kid myself, growing up down in Stark County. My mom was PTA president. My dad ran the baseball association. We volunteered constantly in the community for many things. So as I became a part of this community, I've had several opportunities and continue to be extremely involved. I served as WISE president at Valley View for several years. I still volunteer. I was also on WISE United for a while as well before I came onto the school board. I volunteer still quite a bit at all school levels. One of the things I'm most proud of is we helped at Valley View for the third graders to establish a Grizzly Investments program. So it's part of their school economy. And I go in because I'm a finance major from undergrad. I go in and teach them about investments, and they actually use that as part of their school economy. We have Bear Bucks. We created an investment company for them, and to be able to go in and do that. They invite me back to do, I helped with science fairs for years. They invited me back to do the spelling bee. I helped at the middle school, and we've been doing it, 3 or 4 years now, with the mock trial team, and I'm proud to say our guys perform extremely well every year. I'm working at the high school as well to start a pre-law club, and hopefully trying to get some more things involved there. In the community, I've been a teacher for PSR at Sacred Heart. I also coach, and I have coached several different sports, including basketball for both my son and daughter, baseball and softball for my son and my daughter. I also run the youth softball league here in town as well. So one of my friends jokes that, I wear a lot of different hats, so each day she sees me, she's just not sure what hat I'm going to wear. But it's an honor and a pleasure for me to be able to be out in the community, especially when I'm helping kids. So. As I talked about those different goals and issues that we had, every step that we take forward, and indeed on a daily basis, every time we address an issue and help make something positive happen, or help avoid something negative from happening, I measure success not necessarily always in the big loads, but the daily sorts of things. When I see the kids walking across the stage and I'm shaking their hands as they get their diplomas, and I hear about the wonderful things that they do as they come back, I really think the measure of our successes as a school board will be for years to come, as well as we see, because that's our goal, is to make sure each one of you has the best opportunity for the best future possible. So I'm hoping that as we give you all the tools that you need to go out there, that measure will keep coming back to us, in spades, and as we continue to send those classes out. But when I look in the eyes of those kids, at whatever level, and if I'm involved and I'm helping them do something and see the looks on their faces, that's the most thanks and most value that I could receive. And finally, just my passion for our kids and for education. I truly want to continue to be a part of bringing the best education that we can to our kids, because in my mind that is one of the greatest duties, obligations, and opportunities that we have as a community that we should do. We should not take that lightly, and to be a part of that and to be able to help in whatever way I can is exactly what I want to do. So I do wish all the other candidates the best on this. I am looking forward to, if I win again, I'm looking forward to working with them, and I just want another opportunity to show my passion and to be able to help the kids and our district. So thank you.